So this is from Jacob. Thank you, Jacob. This is Tyler, the Creator, Saint Chroma. Good. All right.
You are the light. It's not on you, it's in you. Don't you ever in your motherfucking life dim your light for nobody.
Chromacopia, 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 chromacopia,
Calm down, sit still, that's one mil. Feet well, top down, big deal. How the fuck he do that? What the fuck I look like? Get the fuck about him. Wait, I doing is where I'm from. The planet where I'm staying. 19 cash for that new Ford. I had co-op since 19. I popped out like a cha-ching. I think I'm a goddamn fiend. Really ballin' in this bitch. I'm the hardest in this bitch. Give a fuck about no walk. I'm chasing dogs in this bitch. El Segundo, felt like Coliseum. He said I could do it too. I'm more than I believe him. I built the path of freedom, cause in words that he said, give a fuck about tradition, stop impressing the dead. I'm gon' make it out, promise I'm gon' make it out. Mama, I'm gon' make it out, pussy, I'm gon' make it out. I ain't never had a doubt inside me, and if I ever told you that I did, I'm fucking lying. Can you feel that light inside? Can you feel that fire? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Fire. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Fire. Can you feel the light inside? Can you feel that fire? Can you feel it? Fire. Fire.
Interesting drop section.
Chromacopia. Okay, I is just a box with a light of thunder in me. Gratitude sit under the hubris that's on my sleeve. Mama said I'm special, I was blow shit up at home back in Chromacopia. I don't like the way that this is looking. Mirror got me thinking about my booking. I just need this time to myself to figure me out. Do I keep the light on or do I gracefully bow out? Send me, bro.
Don't you ever stop being who you are and dimming your light for none of these motherfuckers out here. Can you feel that light inside? Can you feel that fire? Fire. Can you feel the light inside? Can you feel that fire?
She ain't never.
That was cool, man. That was Tyler, the Creator, with Saint Chroma featuring Daniel Caesar.
You are the light.
I feel like it's an inspirational start to proceedings, you know. It's fairly easy and accessible to understand what's going on within the track. We're trying to sort of figure out our own self-worth. We're being sort of reinforced with the not dimming our own light to, you know, when everyone else is just maybe sort of like to dim it for us. And I think that it was Tyler, the Creator, and Daniel Caesar's own ways of approaching their own journeys and sort of figuring their own situations out. I think it's a really well thought out piece. The storytelling within it, with the woman's little speech thing at the start, with Tyler whispering, it was very tense and sort of like there was a sense of uncertainty about it, an incredible amount of tension because of how kind of pointed and kind of sinister it was. But it was also like we were sort of hush because of maybe the risk associated with talking about these things. With Daniel and his sort of more spoken range, it was more sort of pronounced, and it was a great foil to that texturally as well as melodically, because you had more of a melody as well as instead of the whispering, should I say. And I thought the flow was solid. It was nice to have the choir vocals in the chorus sections there and the call and responses with the harmonized sort of like tails. Yeah, it was stellar. It was really, it's a pretty song. I didn't necessarily like it too much. What I mean by that is that I didn't necessarily feel a specific amount of. Something felt like it was missing. It seemed like there was like a lack of maybe warmth in that mid range or something like that I would have potentially preferred. That we're going for some, as Jacob said, it's more experimental, and I think that that's cool. It makes sense to try new things. And I feel like it works, don't get me wrong. It's incredibly proficient, the use of the clapping and the different sort of vocal sounds. And if we just go through the different bits elements of the mix, like the alternative kind of production where like you've got people kind of stamping their feet and kind of like clapping and tapping and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's cool. It makes it a bit more organic and a bit more kind of a bit more human, right? And you've also got some strings in that chorus part there that are intrinsically gorgeous. And I suppose that's the glow that I'm looking for there with the keys in that mid-range. They're adding a bit of jazziness and a bit of a almost ballad-esque format to it. And I like that. I have no complaints about that. It was split well. It was split neatly. The instruments niched well with each other, even with the experiments, sort of human percussive layers. And there was dynamic range because of the changes in instrumental layering. The harmony, there were several main sort of, I suppose, chord progressions and bass lines, and they niched and offered a bit of sort of compositional variety and diversity the way through. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good it was a good song, and I feel like it's great that Tyler is trying new things, and they have to at this point. When you've already established a reputation and a repertoire, you only can grow or you can stagnate. And I think we've chosen to develop further and see what else is possible. And I think that Daniel Caesar was a great foil. I think it gives a great start to proceedings there. There's a sense of hope within the major streams there, even with the extensions and those harmonies, or illustrating a sense of uncertainty potentially. Just trying to find that fire there. But it also feels kind of restrained in the sense that we aren't trying to sort of be too extra with it. And I like that sophistication. I think that it's very much what Tyler the Creator does. I think it was effective here. The studio recording, mixing, and mastering was was commercial grade. Clearly, it almost felt like a cinema soundtrack. It could have. It's really impressive. They managed to the leveling, like it's flawless at this point. Like you're gonna very rarely find issues at this level because the studios they go through have either been doing it for 30 years and they just like work like clockwork, or they're producers that are so ridiculously just talented that even if they don't have that much experience, they know exactly what buttons to tweak in order to get the sound they want. And I feel like we had that here. Yeah, wonderful track, nice and low without pumping. Thank you to Jacob Good for that forward. I am gonna go because I feel like I'm just not. This isn't the vibe at the moment. I want to go and just maybe sit in the sun for a bit. I don't want people to have to interact with me if I'm not feeling it totally 100%. I understand that might seem strange to people. I mean that genuinely. I'm closing the queue now. Yeah, there we go. I am gonna go and just chill for a bit. I think I need to go for a drive maybe and go and just touch grass. But thank you to Jacob and to anyone else who came across this. This is not what the live streams are usually like. Usually they're a bit more upbeat. It's just not today. Not today. Stay cool, stay safe, and please remember to support your local musicians and artists at this point in time, as you need the help more than ever with all the crazy stuff going on in the world. And I'll catch you in the next live stream. Spider hands up.